Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. We got a week to go. That's it. 1 week and we're done. We'll take a test next Friday, and then basically, if you're not caught up, if you are caught up, you're done. If you're not caught up, I will harass you until the end, okay? So, let's take a look at the homework from last night. And it was a little bit tricky because of these things called proofs, but let's check it out and see what I have, okay? And you don't have to be perfect on these. You just have to give some kind of reasoning. So on number one, what I did is I put down all the givens. So you put down whatever's given first. That's always the first step. Put down the given. Then you start to look at the figure, okay? I know that perpendicular means that these two angles are equal, okay? And I just said perpendicular, make right angles, some kind of statement. I know that's 90, that's 90, so we just have to say those two angles are equal. So I got an angle, another angle, and then I said that these two, it equals itself. The reason is reflexive, but if you just say that it equals itself, that's fine. And then I've got the side angle side, okay? Number two, here's my two triangles. Put down the given, put all this first, call it given. Second part is I've got vertical angles here. And then I've got side angle side for that. Number three, I know that if the radii of a circle, they've got to be equal. So that was my reasoning, and I knew that I was given that that angle is equal to that angle, so it's still side angle side. I was looking at these two triangles. In fact, when I recorded yesterday, I gave you guys the wrong ones, but they want these two. And we know that that side is equal to that side because it's a regular hexagon, right? And I know this angle is equal to that angle because it's regular, okay? And then finally, this is going to be the diameter of it, so it has to be equal, okay? And finally, they're talking about these two angles here, and if you get parallel, then I know these angles are equal by alternate interior angles, and I know this side, PR, is equal to itself. I'm given that this is equal to this, so there's my side angle side. Okay, that's the homework. Proof's a little bit weird, I know. We're going to keep working on it, okay? Now, what are we going to do today? Well, it's pretty easy. Really easy. Let's take a look at it. So if I take a look at the notes, first of all, what is an isosceles triangle? Everybody should know what that is. An isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle, then two sides are equal, okay? Two sides are congruent. You should know this. Well, it turns out if two sides are equal, then their base angles are also equal. And that's what they're trying to say, is the base angles are equal. So whatever two sides are equal, then the base angles are equal, okay? And then the converse of that is just the opposite. If we have a triangle where two base angles are equal, then the two sides must be equal. It makes an isosceles triangle, right? Okay, if I know these two angles are equal, those two sides have to be equal. Therefore, it's got to be an isosceles triangle. Okay, that's the converse of it. Equilateral triangle. Okay, hopefully everybody knows equilateral means all three sides are equal. And so if that's the case, then all three angles are equal. We know each angle is 60 degrees, right? Angle A is 60. Angle B is 60 degrees. And angle C is 60 degrees also, because 180 degrees in a triangle, all three are equal. Divided by 3, it has to be 60, 60, 60. Only in an equilateral triangle, okay? Pretty easy. So let's take a look at some notes before I give you the homework. So it's easy day to day. You guys are going to like it, okay? So let's take a look at what I have for notes. So I'll do a few of these. So right at the bat, number one. Okay, that's 130 degrees. I know these two sides are equal, so that's x. This angle's also x, right? So out of 180, if I subtract out the 130 to find out what's left over, I get 50. Now, since these two are equal, I've got to divide it up. So I take my 50 and divide it up into 2. And that'll make each angle 25 degrees and 25 degrees. Okay, pretty simple, hopefully. Okay, number 2, if these two angles are equal, then the sides are equal. Okay, if base angles are equal, the sides are equal. So to find the value of x, what I'm going to do is just set them equal. 3 times x plus 2 is equal to 24, and I'll solve for x. Okay, 3x plus 6 equals 24, right? Minus 6, minus 6, I got 3x equals what's that, 18. Divide, and I get, divide by 3x is 6, okay? Alright. This one is kind of fun. You have that this angle is equal to this angle is this angle. So then this angle's got to be 60 degrees. This angle is 60 degrees, right? So 180, this angle here is 100 degrees. So I like this problem. So let's take a look here. Let's get x first. Okay, see my little red triangle? I knew this was 100 degrees because of a straight line, right? 80 plus 100 makes a straight line. So therefore, I know that, and I know that has to be 60 because all three of these are equal. So to find angle x, I'm going to go 180 degrees in this little red triangle, and I'm going to subtract out my 100 and subtract out my 60, right? And that's going to leave 20 degrees left over for angle x. Okay, so y, I know that these two sides are equal, so I know that y plus 16, right? Y plus 16 is equal to 46. Subtract 16, and y is 30. Okay, pretty easy. All right, I'm not going to do all of these problems. I'll let you guys work on them. Okay, example 7, explain why it is isosceles. Well, if that's 70 and that's 70, then these two are equal, okay? Okay, there you go. I know that from vertical angles, right? Okay, let's go 180 minus my 70. 70 plus 70 is 140, right? Which gives me 40 degrees, okay? So this angle is 40 degrees, which means by vertical angles, this angle is 40 degrees, right? This angle has to be 70 to make 180, and therefore it has to be isosceles because these two sides are equal, which means these two angles are equal, which makes those two sides are equal, okay? Okay, 8. Can an isosceles triangle be an obtuse triangle? I think so. Check it out. I can just draw a triangle like this, right? Let's make that 100, and this could be 40 and 40. There's an example, if that side's equal to that side, okay? All right, and then the last of these are like what's in your homework today. That's 45, that's 59. I'm going to get this angle first from 180. Okay, now, these are fun problems. I like these problems. I don't want to do them all because I want to give you guys a chance to do some of these in your homework, okay? But 180 minus 59, I get an answer of 121 for that angle there, 121. And then I'm going to look at this little mini red triangle here. See this little mini red triangle right there? So I know in my red triangle, 180 degrees, subtract my 45, subtract my 121, what's left over is x, right? So then I'm going to go 180 minus my 45 minus my 121, and I get 14, so angle x is 14 degrees. This is not too bad. I know that if this is 45, that has to be 45. 45, 45, 90 degrees. So therefore these two sides have to be equal. So I'm going to take a 10 plus 2y plus 1 is equal to a, I think that's a minus 4y minus 3. Okay, and I'll solve. I'll get a 2y plus 11 equals a 4y minus 3. Okay, I'm just going to solve, so probably going to have to go first minus 2y, and I'll go plus 3, because I'm just going to solve it, right? 14 equals 2y, divide by 2y is 7, okay? So you're going to have a bunch of problems like this in your homework today. So before I finish up, okay, there's a couple of things that makes today's homework easy, okay? And that is, we know that all of the angles of any triangle is 180 degrees, okay? All the angles of any triangle is 180 degrees, okay? We know that if it's an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal, okay? If it's an equilateral triangle, then we know that all of the angles are equilateral, 60, 60, 60. Okay, that's a pretty easy lesson today. I don't think you guys are going to have a whole lot of trouble with it. Homework is page 341, 342, 1 to 8 all. Let me show you that real quickly. And we are almost done, you guys. We really are almost done. Just got to finish it. So here's 341. So they're asking you to tell which angles are equal because of the base angles. Actually, which angles are equal. Okay, then they're saying which sides are going to be equal if you know the angles. On number 5, 6, 7, 8, those are the fun ones. That just is solving, which is what we like to do. So there's your homework. Okay. Good luck. If you have any questions, just go ahead and text me or email me, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.